What if you really could protect yourself against cancer? It's too late for me because I already have it, but it may not be too late for you. This medical journal article, this one right here, spells out easy to implement ways that may head off cancer at the pass, and it applies to everyone from teens to centenarians. Today is November 28th, 2025. Yesterday was Thanksgiving in the United States, and today is Black Friday, bargain shopping day. So you can be thankful, and you can also be thankful because it's free to hear about these peer-reviewed recommendations from an experienced physician. How's that for a bargain? My name is Ilona Ross, and I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer stage 3A in April of 2022. And by September of 2022, it was clear that I had metastasized, becoming stage 4 and therefore terminal. So this paper and the recommendations in it are free, but with my cancer, I need all the help I can get. So if you like the rest of this clip, and please do watch it all the way through, please go to my GoFundMe, which is Help Ilona Ross Fight Cancer, and my name is spelled I-L-O-N-A. At first blush, this paper is for people who do not have cancer and who want to avoid it. But a heads up to those who already do have it and who support integrative medicine. The steps outlined sound like what many doctors have already told us to do. The main author of the paper is Dr. Paul Marik, who wrote a book called Cancer Care, The Role of Repurposed Drugs and Metabolic Interventions. That's reviewed on my Substack. You can find me under the handle Cancer Outside the Box. It's not the only book he wrote, but it's the only one that I've reviewed. If you want to read about that book and others about cancer, please check out my Substack. Dr. Marik has authored more than 400 papers and several textbooks. They're science publications, they're dense, and so is this one. Take EGCG or green tea extract or epigallocatechin 3-gallate. How's that for a mouthful? It promotes the anti-tumor activity of CD8 T cells and natural killer NK cells by increasing their infiltration into tumors. It also stimulates dendritic cell maturation, improving antigen presentation. It suppresses immunosuppressive cells by reducing myeloid-derived suppressor cells, known as MDSCs, and regulatory T cells, also known as Tregs, because those two typically inhibit immune response. Have you had enough? Like I said, it's long on the science. And if you don't have cancer, you may not need to know these pathways. So I'm going to make it easy and list the recommendations. He says everyone from young to old can benefit from the 3 foundational supplements of what he calls Root 3. Root 3 because there are 3 supplements. They are EGCG, vitamin D3, and curcumin. The Root protocols are named after the number of supplements or repurposed drugs he recommends, and they build sequentially. So Root 3 has 3 supplements, Root 4 has 4, and so on and so forth. He advises different Root protocols depending on your age, your state of health, and your risk factors. He says each progressive Root protocol provides a greater reduction in cancer risk. I'll repeat these a couple of times so you can take notes, but if you download the paper, you'll get the whole picture. Plus, you can educate yourself on the metabolic pathways, and that knowledge can't hurt. It's also got, the paper also has the dosing. Later on, I'll tell you where you can get the paper. So again, Root 3 is EGCG, curcumin, and vitamin D3, and this goes for everyone. Root 4 has the same 3 supplements, plus omega-3 fatty acids. He says the Root 4 protocol is a good choice for older adults. Again, that's EGCG, curcumin, vitamin D, and omega-3 fats. Root 5 is the same 4 from the previous, and you add in berberine. If you want to lose weight, berberine is your friend. It's generally advised to take it an hour before meals. Root 6 is where he suggests adding in sulforaphane. In case you didn't know, that's the active compound in broccoli sprouts. You can sprout your own seeds at home, but you can also buy it as a supplement. Root 9 he recommends for those with inherited cancer syndromes such as Li-Fraumeni or Lynch or other elevated risks. Here you add in repurposed drugs that require a prescription, and they are celecoxib, ivermectin, and mebendazole. And by the way, these are pretty standard integrative additions if you already have cancer. So this is just a brief overview of the paper. Please download it to get the full picture because it's free. And really, it's not that long. It's on my printer. It was 16 pages, and the last 6 pages are references, which also proves there's plenty of evidence to back up what he says. Go to journalofindependentmedicine.org. If you're going there soon after this recording, probably it's going to be the current issue and it's going to show up on the first page. But if you're searching sometime in the future, say in 2026, you'll need to go to volume 1, number 4, dated November 11th, 2025. Look for the article entitled Preventing Cancer, the Root Protocols. If you like what I posted, please visit my GoFundMe. My name is Ilona Ross, that's spelled I-L-O-N-A, and my GoFundMe is Help Ilona Ross Fight Cancer. My handle on social media is Cancer Outside the Box. On Substack, I post reviews of books about cancer. Please share this with anyone you know who might find the information useful. Again, here's the paper with the abstract. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can't, now you know where to get it. Today's clip is dedicated to 2 people I know personally, or I knew personally, who died of glioblastoma. One was my childhood classmate, Alexander, whom I last saw about 60 years ago. Rest in peace. The second person is Gary, whom I met about 40 years ago, and I haven't seen him since then, but I've remained friends with his family and friends of the family over the years. When Gary died, his wife announced the death by posting on social media a poem by W.H. Auden entitled Funeral Blues. So please bear with me while I recite the last verse to honor Gary and Alexander. The stars are not wanted now, put out everyone, pack up the moon and dismantle the sun, pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood, for nothing now can ever come to any good. Thanks for watching.